It's now escape from New York as we kiss them goodbye. Here's the challenge I have with New York, by the way. We're going to talk about real estate. We're going to look at some real estate, some heavy hitter real estate, some celebrity real estate. New York, Manhattan, downtown New York City is the $1 million district for sure. And people that buy there are typically wealthy. Unfortunately, their real estate, because people leaving this state because of crime, just cleanliness, overreaching policy and politics, it's all going sideways in New York. They're being way too progressive, borderline, I hate to say this because I usually don't say this on the show, a little bit woke. They're just really starting to get a little bit too crazy in New York, and they're compromising one of the best cities in the world, not only the nation, in the world. This is a famous, iconic city, but we have a big problem going on because, again, you even can throw Airbnb. I think what we're going to look at today is a big home, a fancy home, rather. It's not that big. It's just expensive in the $1 million district and owned by a celebrity, and apparently divorce is tearing it apart, and they were probably thinking, well, we'll just Airbnb this thing out, and it doesn't pencil out, so they're in massive trouble. And throw a dart at a map of New York? You're hitting something doing this. They've got so many issues. So today, the point of the show is always to proceed with caution, economic awareness, expect the unexpected, read between the lines, look between the economic cracks, and make sure we have our head wrapped around this in a way that lets us navigate through this a little better than most. Because most people have no idea what we're talking about. They might be hearing this, they might even be listening to this message, but until they've lived through any form of a downturn before, they have no idea what's coming. All they know right now is what a boom cycle feels like. They don't know what a bust cycle looks like. So, real estate, very localized, right? All areas behave differently. Some get hit first, some get hit last, some get hit harder, but everybody gets hit. If we reach the dreaded deep cycle recessionary level of a downturn. And most experts predict that's in fact what we're headed for. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump over, have a little fun, check out some celebrity real estate and what's going on behind the scenes there. Then we'll meet back here and wrap this one up. Let's get started. All right, friends, buckle up, strap in, roll up your windows, lock your doors, maybe even put on an economic face mask. If you got one, it looks like we have more problems in paradise as celebrity meltdown continues. Joe Jonas relists his New York City bachelor pad amid divorce. But wait, there's more. It seems like we're doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result as we're now back on the market. That's right, friends. We've tried this once before, got stuck on the market, pulled the listing, and now we're back. But wait, it gets better or worse, depending on how you look at it. Seems we already went unsold at $6.5 million in the euphoria, and now we're getting stuck chasing the market. Jonas first listed the property back in 2020 at $6.5 million, and it's been on and off the market ever since. Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner are serious about selling their condo. Well, apparently not that serious. They're stuck chasing the market. Now let's go ahead and bring this property up on Zillow, the failed iBuyer, and take a look a little closer. And here you go, basically $6 million. But wait, let's go ahead and take a little look at our property description. And here you go, located in the highly sought after Nolita neighborhood. Residence number 2 spans approximately 2,900 square feet. 2,900 square feet for $6 million? No thanks. But wait, there's more. They go on and on and on and write a novel for a property description. Nobody wants to do this much reading unless they're getting paid. But wait, there's more. After over 2 weeks on the market, 17 days, they have a whopping 51 saves, which is probably just some of their fans oohing and aahing over their listing, don't even want to buy it. The celebrity property has a mid-range value of approximately $5.9 million. They're just under 6, chasing the market. But wait, their house must pencil out, right? Not so fast. But before we do take a look at this price history, we can see we were listed in 2020 at 6.5, stuck on the market. But wait, It was purchased in 2018 for 5.6, which is probably what they'll get if they're lucky. Pre-pandemic pricing extraordinaire. All right, buckle up and strap in as we check out the true health and fitness of this property. If we were to give them their $6 million price tag, which we wouldn't, our approximate cost to carry would be $45,000 per month. Now let's see what our property would even rent for. Call your agent. I need some work. This one would only rent for $27,000 a month. It doesn't even come close to penciling out. Most people are going to walk right by this one. Unless you can get the ultimate fanboy, you might be in a little trouble. Now, let's get back to the studio where we can wrap this one up. Friends, welcome back. And there you go. Jonas Brothers on the market. I'm not even sure if they've lived in this home. All I know is that that home is on the market and it is taking a massive haircut, and it appears to me they have a lot further to go. I don't know if his star is big enough to get somebody. I gotta have that thing. It was Joe Jonas's in his now divorced wife's house. I gotta have. I don't know. Is that you? Leave 2 in the description below if that's you. Like, I'm such a big Joe Jonas fan. I'll pay any price for that, Scott. Or 1 if you're like, no way, Jose, I won't touch that with a 10-foot pole. Whew, I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole. And the reality is, I'm not touching much of anything in New York with a 10-foot pole. You know, there's only one time in history, historically, where you're better off as a renter than a buyer, and that's in a housing bubble. Anytime the market exhibits bubble behavior, you're much safer as a renter. So in New York, I'm going to rent. And here's why. There's a lot of areas. We examine them all the time. Houses that with the standard amount down is my cost to carry it if it's mortgaged, even at today's high interest rate, below its rent range. Because if that thing can rent out and cash flow, there's going to be safety there. Unfortunately, the over 10 million people that bought in this bubble, a lot of them in New York, didn't check that. Apparently, our good friend Joe Jonas didn't check the property we just looked at because it doesn't even come close to penciling out. Then you're seriously handcuffed by your house. The only thing that's going to fix that house, my friends, there's only one, as a licensed real estate agent who's walked on properties just like the one I showed you today. Price. You have to price right. You have to find out who your competition is and beat them. If I'm the agent, Joe, Jonas, brother, listen up. If I'm your agent, I'm like, Joe, listen, hey, we got to find out who our competition is and beat them. If I come on at the top of the market where you're currently at with this agent, how many people am I going to get to race over as much as they might love you as a celebrity? People are afraid right now, Joe. We got to get everybody in town over to this house. We didn't give them a reason at $6 million, did we? We need to come in at $4.9 million. See if we can get a little bidding war going on here and then maybe get you up over 5. I mean, that's what we're up against now, and especially in New York. And this is a trend happening all over the country. People are going to be shocked back to reality. Those are just the waters that we're swimming in now. Boom, bust. Always had them. We just went through the biggest boom ever witnessed in human history. Not in 10 years, not in a few years. History. The biggest boom in history eclipsed the '08 crash, which was, up until this bubble, the biggest bubble that did catastrophic damage. Big failures left and right. Bailouts executed. And you're already hearing about bailouts and stimulus, aren't you? That's not good. That's not good. If we're already talking about this at the front end of a recession, what's going to happen when we're knee deep in this thing? And no bailout has ever worked. In fact, they've only made it worse. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a real estate guy, wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. They're shark infested. New York, welcome to the swimming pool. It's your turn to take a swim. It's not looking good. You guys are going through a lot of price reductions with over 250,000 people exiting that state because of the conditions and what's going on in that state. That tells me that you probably have significant work to do before you get any normality back into this housing market. In the meantime, I'll be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.